Hello comrades and fellow model makers, welcome to part 5 of this T-62 build, and it's the tracks. Now I've never put tracks like this together before. I normally use the rubber ones or the metal ones, which you could buy separately in most kits. But I do have a little confession to make. When I was putting these tracks together, as you can see I've already done one side. I did a research and I did try and put them the right way round, but for some reason I put the tracks the wrong way round. Now, after consulting with somebody who's an ex-serviceman, they informed me that they do actually put the tracks the wrong way round when one side's worn down or something like that. Anyway, but it was nice to hear that, but I weren't too bothered because I'm literally going to be covering these in mud because I do want to put this onto a little diorama on the base and so on. But anyway, as you can see, just cleaning up the tracks because you have to put them together individually. I don't mind doing this because I normally do it with the metal tracks, but yeah, it is a laborious task if you've ever done this. So I'm using a little bit of camera trickery and a bit of fast forwarding and cutting and merging. So yeah, you do have to sand down every single track link individually for them to fit properly. Once again, I'm keeping to the theme of the Russian music. Please like and subscribe and leave a comment in the comment section below. I will put a track listing in the comments as well. Sorry, in the description. So yeah, this is the first time I've used these tracks, so I copied an idea I've seen other modelers use, and that's putting a bit of masking tape down and putting the tracks individually together on the masking tape and then sticking them to the model. Again, this takes time. But as I've worked with the metal tracks in the past, I'm used to this time-consuming procedure. Normally with the metal tracks you have to put the pins in as well. I will do a video on that because I do want to do another tank with metal tracks. But I did make 2 lengths, and I've already applied the bottom one. But what you do, you apply a little bit of liquid glue. I'm using Tamiya liquid glue there. Sorry about the off-camera stuff there. You do this and you can do it, and then you can still bend it and such. Now I'm demonstrating doing the top part. You're not really going to see this top part of the track because I've got the mud guards on and everything, as you will see later on in the build. But as I said, this is the first time I've done this technique, so I'm keeping a close eye on it, so sorry about the off-camera stuff. But then basically you leave that to dry, but you make sure you get all the sagging right, even though you're not gonna see it. But as I was doing this for the first time, I thought I'd try it out. Some of the links do come apart, but like I say, you use the masking tape, let it all dry, it all comes together. There's all the sections all ready to be sprayed now. Now I primed it all with grey primer. I'll just do a little bit of sanding here on the back fuel tanks, just to make a few little dents, make it look a little bit more worn and used before I started doing the priming, and some final cleaning up bits as well. You can use a file to make dents and to make it look a bit worn. But there it is before priming. It's loosely put together. It's not glued or fixed. It's just dry fixed, if you know what I mean. Just to make sure it all fits together properly. So there you go, look, I've done it in such a way that you can pull the tracks off, so you can prime the whole lot, including the log. Most Russian military vehicles come with a log. It's to get them out of sticky situations when they're stuck in the mud. But as you can see, I didn't glue the tracks on, they're separated so I can detach them and spray them separately. I've nicked this idea from someone else. It's not my idea, it's not unique to me, but it worked out really well. As you can see, I've done some spraying. Now I did prime it with grey primer, and then I did all the shading and outlines in black, and then I went on to spray it with a faded olive. I am trying to show you in the video what paints I used. I do apologise if you can't see. And then I sprayed the tracks with MIG standard rust, and then I sprayed it all over with MIG tank Russian green, I think it is. I do apologise if you can't see the paints properly. I will maybe put a little what they are up. Sorry. Now these are the clear bits. Now I'm using clear green and a touch of blue just to make it like a bluey green. And what I did, I painted the main bit the back of it blue and the front of it green, so it's not on top of each other. You get the idea. So just applying them, it's a lot easier to do that after spraying. Now for some reason, one of the periscopes didn't come with the kit, so I've got a clear bit of plastic. I cut it to size and then painted it accordingly and fitted it in the slot to give the illusion that there's something there. Otherwise it would have been an open hole, which would have been a bit weird. I have no idea why it didn't come with the kit. I made sure it wasn't a part that I lost. But it did look good in the end. Don't know if you can see that. Now this is a little thing I made out of the spare track I had. It's quite a clever little thing this is. What I got was 2 bottle lids. Put some old track out. In the same technique that I used to do the track itself. And then wrap the track around the bottle lids. Now what this is for making marks in mud when you're doing the diorama, doing the groundwork. I'm going to be making several of these out of old track that I've got laying around. There you go, you can see. Leave that to dry. There you go, there's the finished thing. So you can, looks like a strange little tank, doesn't it? But yeah, you can use it to make mark in mud or groundwork where the tracks have been. Anyway, that brings us to the end of the video. Please join me next time for more of this build story, and please hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you for watching.